What is up, guys? My name is Steven and welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video. Now today we're just going to be going over some things you probably didn't know about Clash Royale. So if you guys learned something new, be sure to smack a like down below, and if you didn't learn something new, be sure to smack a like down below. Also, everyone helps, and if you want to support my channel, just be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And the first one we are going to be talking about today is the log. So if you guys didn't know, the log can actually push back troops of any size, even the golem. So we are actually going to be testing out the log against a giant and seeing if we can push the giant to the other side today. So we got the bomb tower in our hand already, so I'm just going to drop it down on my side right now. It looks like we already have 2 spectators. I mean, my clan's really active. It's called Cancer Clash. You get kicked if you're 50 and if you don't donate a lot, so be sure to stay active if you want to join. And we got the log ready. Let's throw it down at the giant right now, pushing it back, and I think we actually need another one that didn't push it back enough, and there we go. We got the giant to the other side. That was pretty cool right there, guys. I think some people actually did it with 1 log, but I've seen Eclipse do it to a P.E.K.K.A with only 1 log, but I don't really know. This giant took 2 logs to push. But let's just move on to the next one. I think I also am going to move the giant to the other side this time, just trying to move it to the other tower, and this could really help you. I placed the bomb tower in the wrong place, so I actually messed up this one, so I had to drop 2 logs on that giant, but I definitely have seen people do it with only 1 log towards the giant to push it to the other side, and this could really help. I mean, 2 elixirs to direct a tank to the other side, and by doing that, you're gonna leave all the squishy troops behind open, and you might even kill some with the log. I mean, if there's archers, if there's mini P.E.K.K.As, if there's musketeer behind it, you can definitely do some real havoc to them. And the next one we are going to be going over is actually the princess targeting the elixir pump from a distance. Now, we all know some of you hate the elixir pump. You absolutely despise people who are using that card. Well, you know who hates the elixir pump more than you? The fucking princess on the crown tower. Yes, that is right. The princess on the crown tower will actually gain some more range when it is targeting an elixir pump if you place it on the opponent's side. So I'm just gonna speed through this until we get to the clip. Alright guys, so that cannon is just about dead, and as you guys can see, we placed the elixir pump in the exact same place and the tower started targeting it. That's pretty cool to see. I mean, none of you have ever seen that before if you haven't tried that out. I mean, I played with the elixir pump a lot, so I do have experience trolling my opponent by placing the elixir pump on the other side once I know I am going to win. So that's pretty much for this one. Let's move on to the next tip and trick. Guys, so this one is actually gonna be about the bomb tower. So if you guys didn't know, the bomb tower is a 5 elixir card with a little bomber on the top, and it's also in COC right now. But if you take the bomb tower in Clash Royale and drag it to the back and drag your finger just above the deck before putting your bomb tower back, you will actually see the bomber disappear on that bomb tower, which is an actually pretty cool Easter egg right now. I haven't noticed this like in a while, but I have done it before, so you guys might be saying I'm copying Eclipse. No, I've showcased this in my old videos called The Bomb Tower is the most overpowered card in the game. I think I made that like a few months ago, and it just basically talked about how the bomb tower was in the meta and how it got the nerf of 20 seconds. I think, yeah, I made that video before it got the nerf of 20 seconds to its lifetime, but before that it was super overpowered and everybody was using it, so that's why I was talking about the bomb tower, and when I was doing it I just discovered that glitch right there. So the next one is Hog Rider tricks. So I'm placing my Hog Rider down on the side, and you guys might be wondering, well, what is this about? The Hog Rider doesn't really make a difference if you place it on the side or do a little trick with it. Well, it actually does. If you do the Hog Rider correctly, it can actually avoid a defense. So say they place down a cannon, if you drop the Hog Rider like I just did without making it jump the river, it'll actually go straight and directly for that cannon and not towards the tower. But here's a little trick I'm going to show you guys that will actually direct the Hog Rider straight to the tower and to avoid the defense. Now this will only work with the cannon, bomb tower, inferno tower, and basically the defenses that take up 3 space. It will not work with a hidden Tesla. So guys, let's compare these two hog placements side by side. On the right we have the Hog Rider with no jump, and that will take longer to get to your opponent's tower, and it'll also give your opponent a better reaction time to defend against that Hog Rider. But when you place it with the goblins on the side, it'll actually jump the river and go directly for the tower, and it'll actually have a chance to avoid, I think, your opponent's defense if it's like a little bit to the opposite side of where you're placing the Hog Rider and goblins. So Hog Rider and Goblins definitely a really great deck right now. I mean, I think it's actually in the meta right now because after the Giant Poison got a nerf, the next thing that was up is the Hog Cycle. So definitely really great deck to use right now. I recommend you guys pop in a Hog Cycle deck if you haven't already. So guys, the next one we have is the 10 cards glitch. Now you guys might be wondering, what the fuck, 10 cards, is this even possible? And yes, it absolutely is. And as you guys can see the picture on screen right now, Scorps has a Royal Giant down with some skeletons, and most of you might be going, what the fuck, this is absolutely normal. There's nothing wrong with this photo. And if you look closely to the cards Scorps has, he clearly doesn't have a Royal Giant. Now, you guys might think I photoshopped this, and I completely didn't photoshop this. One of my clanmates was actually spectating the battle me and Scorps were having, and he just screenshotted this right away, and the Royal Giant was on screen right now, and luckily for him, the Royal Giant wasn't on the card section, so I'm able to show that here today. Pretty little cool thing that you didn't know yet, or a little Easter egg that we didn't even know was in the game. And one more thing guys, before we end this video, I would like to give a quick little shout out to Scorps and Swag for helping me out with this video, and Zan for taking that photo right there of the glitched Royal Giant skeletons. So that is going to wrap it up for today's video guys. Be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.